Alright, so what is the Marine Corps infantry life about? If you don't know who I am, my name is Carlos and I joined the Marine Corps about 8 months ago now. I've been documenting the journey here and there on this channel, just talking about different things, but I specifically joined the Marine Corps infantry, which is honestly the most popular when it comes to the media, like the Marine Corps infantry. It's talked about all the time. And honestly, those ads, those videos, everything about it made me join. And in this video, I'm gonna show you guys and tell you guys what it's like, what fleet life is, the steps you need to take to get here. By the way, I'm still brand new to everything, so I don't have the craziest, most expert experiences, but I'm definitely gonna explain to you what the beginning is like and what you do in terms of schooling and how to actually get to this point. So make sure you guys like the video, make sure you guys subscribe. Let's get right into it. So boom, you're a Marine, you graduated boot camp, you finally got that part done. That's the most popular part in ITB, in Marine Corps, graduating boot camp. That's pretty much the main thing that's shown on the media, do the crazy drill instructor stuff. Now what, right? The next thing you usually go to as a Marine, this is only Marine specific, Marine Corps specific. The next thing you usually go to is this quick schoolhouse called MCT, called Marine Combat Training, because in the Marine Corps, every single Marine is a rifleman first. So every single Marine has to have some type of basic infantry knowledge, right? But if you're in the Marine Corps infantry, you don't go to that school. You go straight to your main schoolhouse called ITB, which is Infantry Training Battalion. Now it's called Marine Infantry Course or Infantry Marine Course or something. It's basically ITB, and that's what you call it. It's Infantry Training Battalion or something like that. But you're pretty much going into an infantry school for 3 months, right? And this is not really shown on the media much. I remember before I went to ITB, I was on my boot leave, and I was trying to see, hey, what's ITB about? There isn't much info on it, and it's basically what it is. It's an extension to boot camp. You're there for another 3 months, not in the same place, but you go to North Carolina if you're on the east, and then you go to if you're on the west. But it's pretty much an extension to boot camp, but with like liberty, like you off on the weekend, and a little bit less like intense when it comes to the drill instructor stuff. The instructors, some of them try to act intense, but like at the end of the day, you're a Marine, so you kind of a drill instructor vibe. I didn't mess with too much because like I was a good Marine in ITB. But some kids were getting like beat for sure. But yeah, it's ITB, and you go through this course called ITB, and you pretty much learn more specifics on marksmanship. You learn different weapon systems like the MAWs, the LAW, the M240, the M320, like you all of these different weapon systems. And it's 3 months of just like field after. So you're sleeping in the field pretty much every single week. You're going to be in the field. It was 3 months of just straight exhaustion, but if I got through, anybody can get through. But schoolhouse is definitely, I don't know, my experience wasn't the best because I didn't learn too much. We just got messed around with a lot for 3 months. You get to the field op and the instructors pretty much just make you run up and down the hill all day. But that was my experience. Some people have a good experience in ITB. My experience, my instructors, we just kind of all day. And then like the 20 of the actual thing. But experience is different. So you go through land nav, you go through the weapon systems, you go through patrolling, you go through defense, just kind of infantrymen should know. And then you finally kick to the fleet, right? And then in the fleet, they'll tell you, okay, everything you learned from ITB, forget it. We're gonna reteach you our way because every unit works differently. A unit is pretty much like your family in the Marine Corps. So my unit, I'm not going to say it on the video, but my unit, they were like, everything you learned in ITB, especially ITB East. I came to the West. I came from ITB East to the West, and things work very differently here. But pretty much you forget everything you learned at ITB, except for like this basic stuff when it comes to marksmanship. And then you start from the ground up again in the fleet. This is the part where things get interesting, right? So when you first get here, it's not going to be that fun because you're new, right? Yeah, it's with anything in life. Once you're new, you get a footing on things. Everything is very fast-paced. At least for my unit, we're pretty fast-paced because we're doing a workup. So trying to catch on. Like in the beginning, I was trying to catch on like fast. I was studying every night. But then you've got your peers, right? You've got your friends that don't want to do anything. And that's the part that like screws over because you get punished as a group. So here I am, I'm grinding, I'm going hard. Then I got my peers trying to, because now you're in the fleet, now it's like a regular job. You get off work, you get to go home, you get to do whatever you want. A lot of the kids here, they're 18, they think, you know, work, I'm gonna act insane. That's what pretty much happens. But me, I'm here grinding and everything. If I could give any type of tips, I would say trust the process and be a sponge. Like literally get as much info as you can, ask as much questions, small or big, just every question you can think of. Ask as much questions to understand as much as possible, and trust the process. Every day that like you up, try to be a little bit better than you were yesterday. And that's for the fact of once you know knowledge, once you're physically capable, your life will be easier in the fleet. Easy job, easy. That's pretty much what I run it by. I've been here for a couple months now, and I've already I kind of boot treatment, but not like fully, because I know all my knowledge. I'm very physically fit. I got meritorious promotion here already. Like, so to get to the fleet, try to be a student. Try to be a sponge. Stop messing around. Like, I mean, just because you get time off now, like, I mean, you could just do whatever you want. During Monday through Friday, I'm on base. I'm not even 3 miles away from base because I go to the gym, I come back. That's pretty much what I do, and then I study on my laptop because during the week I'm training. That's how my mindset works. But a lot of people don't do it like that. But also prepared to be very physically challenged in the infantry. You're working out every single morning. For us, it's not even that early. For us, it's 6:30. I heard some units work out at like 4 in the morning, but be prepared to be very physically demanded. Today we did a 10-mile hike. I got through it. I work out every day. People will fall out and they will pay for it. Your flops very physically demanding. You're to objectives, and then you're setting up defenses, and you're setting up different attacks that are very physically demanding. Again, like be to challenge yourself physically. I like to think of it as like I'm a professional sports team and I'm an athlete and I'm a professional. That's kind of how I think about it, because then your mindset switches a bit. It's like I'm like be the best in a team, you know? My mindset works. Some people don't think of it like that, but I like to think that I'm in like a sports team. But yeah, be a sponge when you get to the fleet. Be very like open knowledge. Ask as much questions as possible, because you're gonna be going into classes and stuff kind of throughout the day. That's pretty much what your work day looks like. You're in classes and then you're doing some type of workout or something to keep yourself physically fit. But work on your own time when you get to the fleet, just kind of like those things as well. But yeah, that's much how infantry life is. That's pretty much the events that lead up to infantry life. If you guys want a part 2 of like fully what fleet life is like, let me know in the comments below, and I'll get that video to you guys as soon as possible. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.